Welcome to Co Young here at SMT Connect. Delighted to be joined by Harald. Good to see you again, Harald.
Hello.
So let's have a little talk about some of the things that are affecting the market. I mean, you're obviously a German-based company here. The automotive market has been struggling a little bit recently.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on this?
Okay, it's obvious we all know that the typical automotive market is slowing down currently, but we also see a kind of new trends. The e-vehicle, all the aspects on this new technology is generating new business. We have to distinguish between the classic automotive customers and call them the new brands
Right.
which are adapting much more and maybe are also faster this trends of managing power.
Yeah, it started off as a lifestyle choice. And now these people have made that choice. We're now going into the everyday user. And they don't seem to be taking up. It's not affordable for them.
Yeah, it's currently the expense, and if you look, I also driving electric vehicles, and you see when you don't have your photovoltaic on your own roof and generate your own power, it's getting also expensive. So people are generating also profit on the power consumption, which makes it less attractive. On the other hand, governments also cut the support and the subventions for the investments, which is also an additional trigger to make things more attractive. The new technology will come, and I think it's currently maybe a kind of slowdown. But you see how much in other regions it's accepted, and it's a breakthrough. So we believe the new technology and the methodologies, the new boards are produced. It's getting cheaper, it's more attractive, it's more affordable in the near future, and the Chinese manufacturers, they prove it already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, definitely. I mean, when you look at who are actually leading that market, it's the Teslas or the BYDs or the other Chinese manufacturers for sure. But you know, what can some of the legacy car manufacturers learn from all this?
I would not advise this expert in their business, but what we see is currently you see a very strong increasing trend and interest from the end users. So maybe the real car manufacturers, like the big names in the market, they are more and more interested how the boards are produced. They would like to get a more transparency in the, let me say, birth cycle. Everybody's talking about the life cycle of a product, but it starts even before. And these companies are much more interested now how it's produced, how stable it's produced. And we see that these people are knocking on our doors and really digging into details. As we have it as a slogan around the machines, I call our machines a sensor and collecting data. And analyzing these data with the key smart is exactly what they're looking for. They would like to get a kind of guarantee and visibility what they get.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, high costs are accepted when you get value for. But more electronics you build in, there is a risk of failures. And it's not just hardware failures, it becomes more and more software failures.
Of course.
It's getting more complex. So this mixture and the interest, and that's what not just in automotive, in all industries you see that the end user is interested how it was produced from the aspect of environment and but also, can I rely on the quality? Is the latest products? Is the software management okay? So this is a clear trend what we see.
Yeah, I think in particular though the automotive manufacturers, as you mentioned, I mean the cost of recalling any of these systems is enormous.
Yes.
Absolutely enormous. So the sooner that they can find a defect in the manufacturing process, the more money they're going to save.
That's from detecting or finding the defect, and I gave a phrase once. We had a seminar workshop with more than 25 of these auditors, and I said, if you hunt the defect, you're already lost.
Yeah.
So you have to hunt the deviation, and then you are very clear where you are, because when you have a recall, and you have to call back a bunch of, but if you know exactly from this moment to that moment, could be only 10, 15 or 20.
Yes.
Yeah. And I think this kind of risk management becomes more in the, let me say, the understanding of these people, not just getting a board from a warehouse and then done. Yeah.
Yeah. So this really all comes down to data at the end of the day,
Yeah.
and how it's handled and how quickly it's is processed.
Yeah.
Really.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, it's a very good point. So anyway, it looks like the fortunes are starting to lift a little bit in Germany, which is
Yeah,
nice
we
to
can
see.
say it was a significant slowdown, but we see some new trends. Investment is coming, and it's we see it. Yeah, we're happy that we can generate a smile.
Right. Okay. So we'll certainly look forward to that in the future. But anyway, nice to catch up with you again, Harald, and thank you for talking to us today.
Thank you. Thank you.